Welcome to For the Love of MSTR. I'm Mr. Moneybags, and I'm solo today. Today, I'm going to give you a rundown on MicroStrategy news and Fed rate cut projections. And remember, this is not financial advice. Please talk to your financial advisor before investing in the stock market. With that being said, let's get to it. On Monday, December 16th, MicroStrategy announced a 10 for 1 stock split on MSTU, which is their daily target ETF. In my opinion, I think people should stay away from these ETFs because you don't have downside protection. MSTU can dip down twice as fast or more. This is just my opinion, but some people may be up on MSTU. What do y'all think about MSTU? And how is MSTU working out for you? Please put your response in the comments of this video. Also, Michael Saylor announced MicroStrategy bought 15,350 Bitcoins for 1.5 billion and now has a Bitcoin yield of 72.4%. This is a chart from Bloomberg of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin purchases since Q4 earnings report. They have purchased Bitcoin 6 weeks in a row. At Q4 earnings, MicroStrategy had 252,000 Bitcoins on their balance sheet, and now they have 439,000 Bitcoins. And as you can see on this chart, November 11th, they purchased just over 27,000. November 18th, they purchased almost 52,000. November 25th, 55.5 thousand. Then December 2nd, 15, a little bit over 15,000. December 9th, 21.6 thousand, and December 16th, 15.4 thousand. So they had purchased Bitcoin 6 weeks in a row. I know a lot of people are upset about Saylor using the ATM and diluting the share price, but he said that he was going to do this during his Q4 earnings report conference call. So he said they made an announcement that they'll do a 42 billion capital plan, including 21 billion ATM equity offering on a target of raising 21 billion in fixed income securities. So it was a 21-21 plan. He did say it's going to take 3 years, but I guess with all the capital coming in, he's able to get this done probably in 3 months. Trust me, I'm annoyed by this too. You know, there's days you see the share price going up, and then all of a sudden it starts coming down. And you're like, what's going on, man? And you see Bitcoin is still going up. You're like, what's happening? So it's annoying. But we have to understand that he's doing this so MSTR stock has more Bitcoin per share or a better Bitcoin yield. In my opinion, the stock will go up faster when Bitcoin is going up once he's done doing this. At the end of Monday, the 16th, MicroStrategy used up $13.3 billion of ATM equity. Their target is $21 billion, so they still had $7.7 billion more to go. We don't know how much he used already from Tuesday through Friday. So, in my opinion, I think he'll be done before the presidential inauguration, and he will go back to using the convertible bonds. Speaking of convertible bonds, in this video by Bloomberg, at the 2 minute 15-second mark, Saylor said that MicroStrategy will raise money with the convertible bonds in early 2025. So he said that in this video. In my opinion, MSTR stock will drive up, and I think by April or May, the share price will be between $1,200 to $1,500, and there will be another 10 for 1 stock split. Saylor prides himself on his company outperforming the big name stocks, and he doesn't want to lose that advantage. So this is just my opinion, again, not trading advice, but I will put the video link in the description of this video so you can watch it. Again, it's at the 2 minute and 15 mark where he starts talking about the convertible bonds. Right, earlier in the week, Bloomberg displayed this chart. As you can see, MSTR has outperformed Bitcoin as of the market close on Friday, December 20th, year to date. So year to date, MSTR is 431% and Bitcoin is 131%. So I'm giving you that stat on Friday at the end of the market. Again, not trading advice, but I think MSTR and Bitcoin are long-term holds. I think you should hold them for some years. Tell me, what do you think? Put it in the comments of this video. Maybe you disagree with me. All right, and this chart shows the annualized asset performance of over 4 years since MicroStrategy has adopted the Bitcoin strategy. And as you can see, gold 7%, real estate 10%, S&P 500 15%, Magnificent Seven, the average of that, which is Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Alphabet, which is Google, Amazon, Meta, and Nvidia. The average of that is 31%. Then you have Bitcoin at 64% and MSTR 124%. So MSTR is a good stock, but you just gotta hold it for a long time. It may, when it runs up, it's gonna run up. This came out December 11th of this year. On Wednesday, December 18th, the Feds cut interest rate by 25 basis points. They also went down on their interest rate cut projections in 2025 from four to two cuts, and the stock market plummeted on that news. It was red everywhere. It was a bloodbath. Man, not only Bitcoin and MSTR went down, but the stock market in general was just down. And it was worse on Thursday. In a different video, another video, I'll show you how that affected my MSTR positions. But you can find this chart and other information on cmegroup.com. And back in September, the Feds thought they could lower the Fed funds interest rate down to 3.4%, which is right there, by the end of 2025. They are projecting they are going to lower it to 3.9% now. It's right there. If you take a look at the core PCE back in September, by the end of 2025, they projected to get, core PCE down to 2.2, but now they're projecting 2.5. And also, back in September, they were projecting to get the core PCE down to 2.6 at the end of 2024. But as you can see, it's 2.8. And most analysts believe when 2024 is over, it'll be at 2.8, maybe 2.9. And that's not good because at the end of 2023, the core PCE was at 2.8. So we're just going sideways. And with all that being said, it just means that we're going to have higher interest rate for longer. So I don't know what the Feds is doing. On this chart, this is from Thursday, December 19th. This chart shows the probability of an interest rate cut in January. According to the chart, we have a 91% chance of a pause on interest rate cuts. I honestly don't think we'll have an interest rate cut until the second half of the year. So I think it probably would be maybe September, it could be later. All right, this shows the Fed rate decisions started from July 2023 to now. Interest rate went up in July 2023, and we had to pause for a year. I think the Fed was full of themselves because they had some good inflation reports, and they cut interest rate by 50 basis points, which in my opinion, I think that's too much. They should have done 25 basis points. After they did that, then some of the inflation reports started to come in hotter than expected. All year, Jerome Powell said, we will look at the data and make our decisions based on the data. Data, 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 data. Now he added that interest rates were too restrictive, and that's why we decided to cut rates in December. You have all these he had all these analysts asking him, why are we cutting rates if inflation is ticking back up? And Powell gives an answer, but he really doesn't answer the question. Did you know on Fed days under Jerome Powell, the S&P 500 rose just 0.11%? It's especially true the last hour of the trading day. This is the worst percentage of any Fed chair. Do y'all think Jerome Powell should be fired? Let me know in the comments. So, but if you did have some money, Wednesday would have been a good day to buy some stock, like the last, 15 minutes or so, the stock market trading day. Thursday was even better. If you would have waited to the last 10, 15 minutes to buy stocks, they were cheap. Big, you know, big day to buy stocks on that day. They say you should wait a day to see how the markets react on Fed days, before you buy stocks. Again, this is not trading advice. One thing I do know, this made the stock market plunge, but maybe we needed a stock market correction. Everything was just going up, stocks is high. I'm pretty sure Warren Buffett probably bought a whole bunch of stocks. We probably gonna hear about it next week. Who knows? Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please hit the subscribe button and like button if you found any value in this video. Peace out.